Morning, everybody. It's Shane Carlisle for itradehouse on 29th of the 9th, 2022 at 10:30 in the morning. Now, I've come across something during the sessions that I overlooked during the 1%. We sort of cancelled out the middle area, which I've come to realise that that's the most powerful area where all the volume is and what I'm looking for. Not going to beat around the bush too much. I'm going to jump in and just pretty much show you everything like I always do. There's no hidden agendas, nothing. But a lot of people that do follow me will notice I've still got the session opens on. In fact, I can cancel that market structure because I don't use that anymore. This session open, okay. But I also found this one, right? And this has been a massive, massive help in retrospect of how I look at the chart. So along the bottom here, I had to go into my settings. If you type that, you pause the when you're watching this now, if you pause the video and you type that into your indicators, okay, you could even just type market trading Gunzo and it'll bring it up. So once it brings it onto your screen, I know I say we don't use indicators and whatever, but it's not the only thing it's indicating is what time the session's open. I'm not using it to track any sort of price action, or I'm literally using it to define where the volume is in the market, you know. Now, I was very lucky during my retail trading days to do some volume trading, which now bringing that into action with the price action that we trade, the bankers, is becoming like you wouldn't believe. I'm seeing things amazingly. So we could start on a loss. Why not? Let's start on a loss. Let's do that. You know, it's always nice to start on a loss. Let's get rid of them numbers at the side of the screen there. I hope nobody saw them. Let's do it. We'll keep them numbers hidden for now, just while I show you. So what I've done, instead of forgetting about this window in the middle, you know, like we normally do, we have the break, the candle right at the open here to get the 1% and we're done. Well, then we weren't looking here. We was waiting for this to happen, for it to break, and look, it broke away straight away. You know, we've missed our move, we've missed a move. Okay, so it got me thinking, why not try and bring, I want to know what the volume is. So, sorry, I'm skipping steps here because I'm excited. Take a breath, Shane. Right, so what I've done, you have to go into the settings, okay, inputs, and you have to check your time zone here. Like mine is Europe. It was set at GMT, but GMT to that software could be anywhere. So you have to come in, and if you're my end, Europe, London, or wherever you are, change that, and then that will change these lines, blues, to line up with when they open in our time zone. Then we go into here. See, I only want to know what London and New York are doing. I don't want to be in the markets through the night, blah, blah, blah. You know, there might come a time where I set them up because there's a window there where Tokyo and London are open. You know, so there could be an opportunity there. But for now, look at them two windows. Look at that. You know, the amount of players in the market at that time, and we were missing out. The most of the moves happened within that window. You know, so that got me thinking, why not try and see where the volume is and then monetize off volume spikes using bankers' strategy, obviously the breaker structure, and then we're using the volume spikes to look for bankers moves, but then we're taking a couple of spikes in. You know, so if I'd have actually seen that now, looking at it, it's selling off, but we've got this data, you know, that's there from 12 o'clock. We've had the break. So that wouldn't have been a loss. You've got your bank move there, but again, they're getting wise to that kind of stuff. So I'd have got a long position. I'd have took my entry off that top node there. See that? We call them nodes. Let me get my pointer as well, Andy. Okay, so these are what they class as volume nodes, where there's been high volatility at that price. So what I'm looking to do, I've covered them volume nodes because I know there's a bit of price action. So my entry's there. At 12 o'clock, I'm putting a position there to buy back up to this high. I'm going to get my stop loss. I'm going to, you see here, where it's sort of gone flat. Can you see that there, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. And just for a bit more confirmation, you've got a big bank move there, and then it's just gone completely flat under that price.
Yeah.
You know, so there's no volume there whatsoever. Yes, there's a little bit down here. If you wanted to, you could cover that whole bottom. But I'd cover that bank move and into that little dip. Okay, so bank move, little dip. I'd set that to finish at London. You know, I'd come back at 9 and I'd shut it off. But it gave me the previous highs within that session at 2.3. Happy days, done. It actually fell out the top for a 6.5. Okay, and I've been drawing boxes where my entry, so I'm covering all them nodes there, all that volume, and I'm selling out where it went flat there. So rather than missing that bank move, where loads of smart money people will be sat waiting, you know, I'm already three or four pips up. It's gone proper flat there. So I'm going to set my entry here. Yes, it came into a bit of noise, but they've broke the structure. Didn't come back to release that candle where everybody would have been sat. And I'm already riding this for a 6%. You know, so starting the video off looking at a loss, actually looking at my eyes and the breaker structure, we didn't lose. We won 6.5% on that one. But this is the one I've gone back on. Right, okay. Let me show you this. We've come to screen 12 o'clock. Okay, 12 o'clock here. I've got my volume tool. I put my volume on from 7 till 12, which has given me that data already. I'll have all that at that time. You know, and this is what the massive thing about it is, you're not wishing what's going to happen. You're setting a position at what's already happened. You know, you've already got them volume nodes there at that time, because I've not took a volume of anything else. That is the volume I want. I want to know who's been playing in the market and at what price. And this will tell me at what price exactly where they've been playing. You know, if you wanted to proper break it down and you went in, you could literally put that there and that would give you 64936. You know, at 64936, that is where so many orders have been placed. You know, we're not hoping, well, again, hoping on this candle here, but they never came back. But because I'd seen this action here and covered right up to where there were no noise with my stop loss, I took 7.8 out of that. You know, that fell out of the bottom for previous lows back here. You know, but we're not missing these bank moves. They're skipping past these bank moves. They're taking back what they need to take back and then just dropping. You know, we had no wick, nothing. But because I'd seen all this volume action, I'm taking a win that they're selling off. You know, we've had big selling action. We've had a little bit of from Sydney to Tokyo, we've had a little bit of pullback, but ultimately through the main sessions, they're sinking the price. You know, wherever I'm looking, they're sinking. So I'm only looking to sink the market with them. Yeah, they pulled it back, but they've not broke any of this, you know. And then I've got my data there, 12 o'clock. I've got my volume. I know where we're sort of looking if they're wanting to reverse. I'm going to take a position. Yes, my stop loss was actually 10 pips on that one, which was quite mad. But again, that fell out. As soon as they finished at 9 o'clock, well, it just went flat. Why would we be in the market when shit like that's going off? I don't want to be sat around for 3 or 4 hours waiting for it to give me one candle in a direction. It's not what I'm about. Again, let's just keep running through. We've got a 9 here. Look at this, guys. You know, come to my computer. I've put my volume tool on. I'll show you all this in another video. I just want to get this out there so my team can start obviously implementing and but you put your VPS on, which you find in here at the bottom. It's a free tool. You don't have to pay for it. Add it to your sidebar. Come 12 o'clock, you put it on from 7 till 12, which will give you this. Yours might not look like this because you'll have, I go into settings and I only want 70% of the value and stuff like that, but I can run you through all that. That's not a problem. If I can do it, I can show you how to do it. It's as simple as that. But we've got here 12 o'clock, we're selling off. So I'm only looking to be selling from this line here. See where it's nice and big volume. And then I've even covered a little bit of that white noise up there with my stop loss. That fell out for a 9.3. Again, 9 o'clock. No noise whatsoever. This is us. Anybody that wants to make any kind of money in the market, you need to be adding volume with bankers. Because, again, that would have been the bank move they sat at. They never came back. There was no noise up there. You know, there weren't a heavy push of any sort of orders. It was just a float up and a float down, and then it started getting aggressive again here. Yes, there's some here, but if I'm looking to sell it, I'm only going to be looking for the high nodes. If I were looking to buy, I'd be looking for down here. But again, came in, whipped me in there, dropped a bit, but because we set till 9 o'clock, we left it. We believed, and it fell out the market during New York and give us nearly 10%.
Madness.
We've got here. Again, bit ropey this one, but volume. I've got high price action going on at that price. So I'm at my screen here. I've seen high price action. It's gone a bit flat there. So I've put my position. I've put my stop loss at that little bit of white noise. Well, that little bit of flat there. I've set my profit at a previous low, took 4%. I want to find a loss to show you. I know there's one a bit further back, but it's looking that powerful like this. This would have probably been a loss because No, it did keep me in, but spread would have probably knocked you out, because when you take your volume, it's only taking it for that time. So my stop loss would have been there. But we've had the break. But again, market's selling off. So I'm only looking to sell it. I wouldn't be looking to buy until this was broke. I'm not looking for a buy until my external structure's broke. So we've got some nodes here at the top. You know, we've come to screen here. I've set a sell position at this high volume area. They've literally, as it's open, they've come back, tagged it in, dropped back to previous lows, 2.3%. You could have sank it all the way to that low by the beginning of the following day. But again, we don't trade this noise. Look at that. You've got about 6 hours of it just going sideways. Here, 8.9. Nice tight little bit of volume going on. We've got 12 o'clock, 7, 12. We're at screen. We've seen all this heavy action here and then white noise. I've set my position. Let's go where it would be. My position will be there. 12 o'clock. I've come in. I've seen this. I've set a sell. I've covered the top with all my noise. I've set my take profit at a previous low because we're just falling. We're falling. Yes, possibly there. If you want to play safe, cover that. Took 3%, but it actually went for previous lows at 8%. You know, here 6.5%. We've got 7, 12 volume. We've got high volume here, so you'd even possibly look to cover that. You know, just where it starts sloping down, coming up to the peak, cover that peak, cover that with a bit of your stop loss. You know, that would be up there. You're still looking at 5%. 1.7. And that was at a reversal, but you still got it. You know, it was coming down, so I was looking to sell. 12 o'clock. I got my volume. I covered all my volume above with my stop loss. Set it at previous lows. I got a 1 to 7. You know, it just goes on and on, guys. We've got a loss there. Because I was setting everything at previous lows. Like you would have took 1% out of it, but I'm looking for bigger rewards for everybody. Again, we're not going to win them all, but when you're on at the moment a win rate of what this is producing, okay, you'd only need to trade 3 days a week, if that. So non-active 3, 5, 7, 9, 9, 20, 25, 30, 38, 40, 46, 54, 56, 58, 67, 67, 74, 74, 80 minus. That's 78%. Not counting all these little 8s, 3s, 2s. 78% in 20 days. just from incorporating volume with bankers at a strict time zone. You know, what have we got here? I tried to get a couple over all the pairs marked up. Again, they missed the bank move, but came back to the volume node. You know, the bank move was set here, so everybody would have been sat waiting here. I've seen this spike at 12 o'clock. Yes, there's this noise back here, but I covered that with my stop loss. You know, that fell out for a 5% yesterday. What else we got? That signature we were waiting on coming back. You know, if I'd have took this from the nodes to the flat, I'd have took 10% out of that yesterday. 10%, brother. But instead, we're doing the bankers. We're waiting for it to come back up now. You know, it could be 2-3 sessions down the line when they come back for that. I'm waiting on 12 o'clock now to get my volume put on here for 12 o'clock, to get my little box set, to get my order put down, and I'm shutting down for the day. I'm watching something happen. Because I've already got my data. When it hits 12 o'clock, I've got everything I need to set a trade like that up at 12 o'clock. It's powerful, mate. Like, so powerful. And Chief.
Seems to have a very low loss rate as well.
Oh, losses won't be, mate. You won't even.
Won't even feel it.
You know, again, we've had the break. It's broke this in the window where we're taking the volume from. We've had a high bit of volume there, but because I'm looking to buy it now, I'd be looking for the next big node down here, which was that one. So we've come to computer. I've seen this. I've set an order here. I've covered the white noise with my stop loss. I've set it to the previous highs. I've come back at 9 o'clock. It's just sold me out for 4%. Thank you very much. I'm sleeping good tonight. Yeah. Okay. It showed me it wants to break up. Took all that money out. 12 o'clock's come. I've put my volume on. I've seen all these noise here. So I've covered all that with my position. They've came back about an hour in, gone sideways a little bit, took off for previous highs over here. 3.7%, 9 o'clock, finish. 8.4. You know, it seems from what I'm looking, the tie to the London session, the better reward you're getting in the other two. You know, when the price is nice and tight here and you get in a good volume area that's low and tight, obviously my stop loss is above that white there. You know, your stop loss could have come down to that peak and got 7 out of it, you know, or, you know, there's room to play with your stop loss here. But I'd always be looking, if it's that tight like that, I'd always cover all that noise. Regardless if it's knocking, I don't know, 0.5% off your trade, it doesn't matter. Because the trades that are coming in are coming in 3, 4, 5% plus. You know, it's if I can hand somebody a 1 to 3 every day, you know, even if you were taking that to its previous structure there, you know, you're taking 1.5 just in that first 12 till 2. Well, where's it? 12 till 4. But yeah, this indicator helped me chart this up. This retailing that I used to do with the volume trading helped me come to this conclusion at 12 o'clock. You know, so every step I've taken along the journey that I'm on is always accounting for something else further on down the line. You know, I'm not just learning things to not ever use them again. I sit with the people that are, you know, I understand volume and price action are your two truest form of indicator, because you want to know where all the big noise is, where the people are. So that's what gives you that. And obviously the time frames where the banks are playing are only going to be when the big trading halls are open, which this shows. You know, you get a bit of noise when it's over east way, far east, but nothing like when London and New York play. And because we trade, the bankers are literally trading in volume, it'd be criminal not to have a volume tool on to see where the banks are trading at. You know, and we're here, Australian CAD. You know, I'm so excited for 12 o'clock to strike today. You wouldn't believe. We've got 12 o'clock, computer, we're here, we're sat at desk. You know, we've put the volume tool on. We've noticed there's a little noise here. It's gone a bit flat, but then it's gone a little bit of noise there. So I've covered that, and then put my stop loss here. You know, you could have got that super tight by covering that banker's move. But I saw that peak underneath it. You know, that actually could have given you a 9%. But being reserved like we are and trading within rules, it went flat there. So my stop loss is at that flat, and it gave me 4.5%. It went back to its previous highs here, give me 4.5%. I'm done. You know, that's 5 days worth of trading for some people. What else we got? You know, I'm going to go through and just start forward testing all my pairs. But the general gist of it is, get this indicator, line it up with your time zones, get your sessions. I picked 2 colors that would give me a darker color in the middle. So when they mix the 2 colors, I get another zone, you know, because that is not actually a color. That's just that and that mixed. Because I wanted to know where the 2 sessions met. Okay, yeah. So I've not done one on there. If I've done one on the GA, no. Right, so I need to go back. I need to go and do all my pairs this afternoon, really, just from a trade from yesterday. Well, that's the gist, everybody. Especially for Nick Roberts, mate. This is what you've been wanting for the past couple of days, and I've not managed to get round to it. So it's coming straight your way, mate. But I'll rules it again. Get these sorted so you've got your high volume tool on, your VPS from this sidebar. VPS it till 12 o'clock. Have a look at your nodes, see where the volume spikes have happened at what price. Pick a place where you feel comfortable entering. Pick a place where you feel comfortable exiting. If it does go, work out your risk to reward to your pips, because it won't be 10 pips every time now. So this is where you're going to become a trader. You know, this is where you're going to start having to manage your stop loss against your pips. But you're getting the rewards that you're here for, guys. You know, yes, it didn't make that bank move, but I wouldn't be looking for that bank move. You know, I'd be looking for yesterday's structure. So I took 5%. We've had the break at London. I've got my volume. I found that that's my high interest area. They've tagged me in, took me to previous highs. I took 5% and shut down. 7, you know, So, guys, I've got about 8 minutes left on the counter, but I just wanted to get it out there. Mark's been very patiently waiting, just sat listening to me rabbit on. You got some news, haven't you, mate?
Yeah. Yeah, massive news.
Hey, get it up there, mate. We've got 8 minutes. Go on, the floor's yours, brother.
Yeah, so obviously I've been in the L&I trade house for about a month now. Reached out to Shane, obviously told him my situation, told him that I was looking for a bit more in my life. Been trying to sort of do this sort of thing for maybe 5-6 years now. I always knew there was more to life than just sleeping, eating, going to work, that kind of thing. Wanted to do something more for my family. Reached out to Shane. I've been following the process now. About a week ago, I didn't even know how to put a trade on. This week, I've had maybe 5-6 blues already, and then today I took two blues back to back.
Get them up on the screen, kid. Get them up.
Oh, right, going. I don't know if I've got it connected, but you can see it on the phone here.
That's what I mean. Just get your phone up. Show it.
Go back to back blues there.
Back to back blues with the green bars, so he didn't touch it. Look at that, guys. Come on.
So yeah, there was definitely a few scary moments in between the trades. I think I was down about $1.50 at one point, and I'm sitting on my hands, thinking, "Don't touch it, don't touch it." The process works. You've put the brake on correctly. You've seen it's a downtrend. You've seen the brake structure. Just stay there. So I walked away, didn't touch it, came back, and both trades had gone through, and I won from it.
Bravo, mate.
So thanks for everything, Shane. Guys, if you're in the L&I trade house, it's definitely something to be part of. We're always looking to go further and further. So thanks for everything you do, Shane.
No problem at all, mate. You show up, I'll show you what's achievable, and you've just got to believe to do it. It's as simple as that, brother. You know, we're here every day.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and definitely believe in the process, guys. You know, even if you see that, you know, you've got to win, like I said, don't put a revenge trade on or anything like that. We have losses some days, and that's okay. Just leave your computer alone, walk away. You start revenge trades and stuff on it, it gets harder to recover, because your emotions are then getting the better of you.
Mindset trading.
If we stick to a formula, you will win overall. And like I said, during the trade, there is a few scary moments, but just leave it be.
What will be, will be.
Yeah, and look at that today. You know, there was a couple of scary moments there, but just left it, and it tagged me in, and off it went.
Amazing, brother. Well proud of you. Right, going to shut it down now, guys, and I'll get it converted, blasted over, get it smashed straight into the group so everybody can start digging in. You know, this is what everybody's wanting from the banker's strategy. I've added a little volume twist, which is giving you the entries that they're not coming back to. So again, such a powerful video piece of technology strategy that I'm putting out there for absolutely everybody to see. You know, I'm not going to publicly put it on my page. It'll go into the trade house. If people are part of the trade house, then they'll obviously get to see that for free value. Yes, some people like yourself need a little bit of volume trading because they've not done the volume trading. They're literally just coming in to the smart money areas, you know. But I just wanted to get, for people obviously that do understand what I'm talking about, get this video out there now so they can start looking, because come 12 o'clock today, you know, you could be sat in a 7% trade by 9 o'clock tonight for getting this video out now. So hope you all have an absolutely amazing afternoon, blessed weekend, whatever you're doing. And we will look to, I think I've got team catch up Monday. So we'll look to get a big team Zoom going on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I think it's looking like. But yeah, peace out, everybody. See you on the next one.
Stay blessed, guys. Stay blessed.
Stay blessed, as they say. #blessed.